Hello everyone, Nar Williams here. It's Thursday, February 28th, and this is IPN LiTE for vlogs, blogs, and players. Here's what's happening in the news today. Officer Bobby Cutts got his day in court, and now he's getting a laugh in the joint. A judge has sentenced the ex-police officer to life in prison with a chance, just a wee little bitty chance, of parole after 57 years. This, of course, is all for killing his pregnant lover and their unborn child. Now, he claims it was an accident, and as far as accidents go, you know, a blow to the throat, well...
A former police officer was spared the death penalty in the killings of his pregnant lover and their unborn child. Stark County Common Pleas Judge Charles Brown sentenced Bobby Cutts Jr. to life in prison with a chance of parole after 57 years. Before the sentencing, the victim's mother said she forgives Cutts, and she made a tearful plea that one day he would be able to share his life with his son Blake, who is now 3.
I pray that you make a way for this man to someday be able to get out of there and begin a new life and to hold his son, maybe as a man, and I hope you pray that I'm able to raise him to forgive you.
Cutts testified he accidentally killed 26-year-old Jessie Davis during an argument last June. He also said he dumped her body in a northeast Ohio park in a panic, but prosecutors argue Cutts killed Davis and the nearly full-term unborn baby to avoid paying child support. Jessie's sister, Whitney Davis, faced Cutts in the courtroom and said she didn't believe he was sorry.
You got rid of someone that was an inconvenience for you. I thought that at some point I might be able to forgive you. But when I listened to Blake cry, I hate you. And it disgusts me that you're here and she's gone.
The jury had recommended life in prison with parole eligibility after 30 years, but the judge added more years for charges including abuse of a corpse. Diane Kepley, The Associated Press.
Hey, remember that big brouhaha in a school bus that was caught on videotape? If you don't, let me do a reenactment for you. Oh, my head! You can't get off the bus, but I need to get to class. You can't get off the bus, but I need to get to class. I don't know. At any rate, the 15-year-old student in that altercation is taking responsibility for her actions and the 15 minutes of fame that come with it. I love it. It's totally turning into a daytime soap opera.
It's a fight between a high school student and her bus driver caught on tape. And now the teen says she wants to take responsibility for her actions.
I think I should have, watching the videos again, I just think I should have just sat back down. I should have just sucked it up and acted more mature about it. I realized after watching the video that I was really immature.
Even so, the incident is quickly turning into a blame game between Taylor and the 54-year-old driver. Police say the driver confronted Taylor, who demanded to be let off the school bus. The two started pushing and yelling, and the driver's 16-year-old daughter also jumped in. Now, school district administrators have recommended Taylor be expelled, and local police have recommended prosecutors file aggravated assault charges against her. She disagrees. Taylor says she never started the fight. It's what happened off camera that she and her mom say proves she's not the only one to blame.
She knew the video was working, and if you watch the video, she backs herself back underneath the video, and now you can't hear or see her. You only see Samantha responding to her.
Punches me a couple times right here. She starts pulling my shirt like this and like starts repeatedly punching me. I'm 5'9" and I'm big, and she was pushing me. I was like kind of straining myself against her, and she was pushing me like really hard.
Taylor says she never touched the driver. Taylor and her mom now want the bus driver fired, but district officials say they'll stand by the driver's actions. Ed Donahue, The Associated Press.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, we reported on a wretched story of a wretched cop dumping a crippled man out of his wheelchair. Well, just when you thought we couldn't get any worse, a Florida jail is facing a second accusation for a similar incident that occurred to another man in October.
It's only been a couple of weeks since this incident made headlines. Video of a sheriff's deputy dumping a paralyzed man on the floor at the Hillsborough County Jail. That deputy has turned herself in and faces charges. Now there's a similar accusation at the same jail. Another man claims he was dumped from his wheelchair, too. Benjamin Rayburn is a paraplegic serving a 10-year sentence. He says he was dumped from his wheelchair in October. A sheriff's report says the incident happened after Rayburn threw a glass crack pipe, striking a deputy in the back of the head. The report says Rayburn was relocated from his wheelchair to the holding cell floor. Rayburn's attorney says that incident was caught on video, too. Rita Foley, The Associated Press.
Nice, very nice. LOL. Oh, BRB. Officials in Central Virginia say they plan to prosecute teens who snap nude pictures of themselves and email the pics to their friends. Sounds a little harsh to everybody here at IPN, but hey, what do we know? They plan on charging these kids with child porn crimes.
Could your teen be a child pornographer? Officials in Bedford County, Virginia, say they're investigating area students for just that possibility. Authorities say there's a trend in local schools that is students using the cameras on their cell phones to take nude pictures of themselves. Then, those same students are emailing the pictures to friends.
A child's taking a picture of themselves. They are producing child pornography. If they're sending it to someone, they're distributing child pornography. And if that person opens that photo and keeps it, they're possessing child pornography.
A task force that investigates internet crime says the trouble is the pictures will be on the web forever.
We can't take it back, we can't shred it, we can't destroy it or delete it, and it's forwarded on and on and on throughout the internet world.
Teens in the area say they know what's happening, but say it's no big deal.
It's going to go around school for a while, but then it's over after like a couple of weeks maybe.
But parents don't seem to be aware of this phenomenon.
It's scary to think as a parent that a picture like that is out there of your child, not only who they send it to, but the wrong kind of people getting a hold of it. There's so many predators out there.
Officials say there is something parents can do, and that's disable the message feature on their children's phones. Meanwhile, in Bedford County, 2 teens have already been charged. Investigators say they're continuing to look into the case. Brian Thomas, The Associated Press.
That's IPN LiTE for today, kids. For news all day, go to iNPLACENEWS.com and download the IPN player. Look, if you have the desktop player, I can keep you company at work all day with today's news. Who wouldn't want that? And you don't even need to activate your browser to get a little nar. Nope. Simply download here by clicking on the download button. That's going to give you our free player and an icon on your desktop. When you click that icon, it's going to bring up a video player with live streaming news from Mla to Itwa. Yes, guys, that's it for IPN LiTE today. Go to InPlaceNews.com, download the player. Let's check out some final headlines with an AP News Minute. This has been IPN LiTE for blogs, and players.
This is AP News Minute. Police in Los Angeles are on the hunt for a gunman who opened fire on a crowd of people at a bus stop. 8 people were hit, including 5 children on their way home from school. 4 of the victims are in critical condition, including 3 of the children. The other injuries, not serious. A judge has ruled police must return Drew Peterson's vehicles, computers, and other items. They were seized in the investigation into what happened to Peterson's 4th wife, Stacy, who's missing. However, Peterson will not be getting back nearly a dozen guns taken from his home. Police in Southern California say they're looking into allegations that Britney Spears was drugged by her one-time manager. Spears' mother makes the claim in court papers. Police have not decided whether to open a full investigation. An all-but-abandoned subdivision on Hawaii's Big Island is again being threatened by lava from Kilauea volcano. Geologists at the Hawaiian Volcano Observatory say a new flow is entering the Royal Gardens subdivision. Most homes in the area have been abandoned or destroyed in previous lava flows. John Belmont, The Associated Press, with AP News Minute.